All right. Now, today I'm going to try to talk about the word judge. Like, oh, don't judge no one. You're not supposed to judge no one. But first, let's look at the do not judge verse, okay? Luke chapter 6, verse 37 to 38. Do not judge and you will not be judged. That's usually where most people stop at right there. Then it says, and do not condemn and you will not be condemned. Pardon and you will be pardoned. Give and it will be given to you. They will pour into your lap a good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, for by your standard of measure it will be measured out to you in return. Now, let's look at 1 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 15. Okay? But a natural man does not accept these things of the Spirit of God, for they are foolishness to him, and he cannot understand them because they are spiritually appraised. But he who has the Spirit, but he who is spiritual rather, appraises all things, yet he himself is appraised by no one. For who has known the mind of the Lord that he will instruct him? But we have the mind of Christ. So what that is saying, people, is that whoever has the mind of Christ, the spiritual mind of Christ, whoever has the spiritual understanding of the Word of God, they are allowed and they are obligated to judge on earth. Let's look at the New International Version. The person with the Spirit makes judgments about all things, but such a person is not subject to merely human judgments. So that's telling you by the Word of God that the men and women with the Spirit of God and the men and women with the mind of Christ can't even be properly judged by merely normal humans. You understand? So let's look at the definition of the word judge. Here it is. To conclude, to decide. Let me say that again. The meaning of the word judge is to conclude, decide, consider, believe, think, deem, view, gather, gauge, estimate, guess, summarize, reckon, and figure. So we can obviously see that the word judge, the meaning of the word judge is to decide. Correct? I mean, we all know this. When you go to court for a traffic ticket or some other random event, the judge makes a what about you? That's right, a decision. So, if I'm standing in front of a bar room and everyone's drunk and everyone's laid out on the street and they inside partying and smoking cigarettes, I'm going to say to myself, that is a place I should not be. It does not look good. Now, I just made a choice. I just judged the place, correct? But let's say the woman next to me hears me and she says, you just judged somebody. You ain't no Christian. Hellfire on you. You judged. Okay? And I would say, but woman, what do you think about this place? She said, I'm not going to judge. It looks like a good place for me. Well, guess what? Guess what? You just judged. See? You see what I'm saying? All this rubbish going on around here. When someone hears you say something negative about somebody, they say, don't judge. I think he or she is a good person. I think smoking weed and doing drugs is good for me. Don't judge me. Daddy, I can sleep with whoever I want and have sex with as many boys as I want. Don't judge me. Okay? But guess what? You just made a choice to do something immoral. You just also cast judgment on a situation in your life. You made a positive choice about something negative. So you also judged, and you did not judge wisely. This is judging wisely. Example. Man, everybody in town say that this dude a thief and a liar, and he'll steal from your mama, and he'll rape your sister. But you know what? I believe that because I can see that for myself. So I'm going to make a judgment about this man and avoid him. And then you got the other spectrum, okay? Everybody say he a child molester and a rapist, and he on drugs, and he out there hoeing, and everybody know he been in and out of jail, and he even told everybody that he said he don't give a f about nobody. He don't give a beep about nobody. But you know what? I'm not gonna judge him. I think he a good person. Well, guess what? Guess what you just did? You judged him also. You concluded, you conceived, and you made a decision, and you believe that he is a good person. You see what I'm saying? So the next time someone tells me that, oh, you doing something wrong because you just judged somebody, I'm gonna say, well, what you think about them? Okay, because whatever you decide, you also gonna make a judge, whether it be positive or negative. I'm sorry to say, but I really believe that a lot of the preachers and churches has failed society so drastically that we're not teaching our people about the proper way to use the word judge. Because you judge every day in your life. You judge every single moment about everything. When you walk into a store and you look at a Coca-Cola, do you not judge to buy or not buy? Whenever you walk into, someone's house and they offer you a beer, do you not make a choice? Because that's what judging is. It's making a choice about this or that, and whether it be negative or positive. So I'm gonna tell you straight up, I judge all the time. I judge everything. I judge the food. I judge the drink. I judge the words coming out of your mouth. And I hope that you do the same for me too. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, all this rubbish about thou shalt not judge, and judge is based upon a negative principle only. That's just garbage. That's just garbage, y'all. If you make a choice about anything, that's judging, whether it be a good choice or a bad choice. So that's how I'm gonna come at y'all today. Okay? That's how it is.